New research on teenagers in Singapore has found that engaging in acts of gratitude increases their resilience. It also helps to improve their well-being and even relationships. The National Institute of Education conducted 3 studies over the last 9 years involving more than 500 students aged between 13 and 16 from neighbourhood schools. The results are striking. Doing gratitude-related activities reduced depressive symptoms and perceived stress among these teenagers. For our Smart Parenting feature today, I'm pleased to welcome Dr. Imelda Caleon, Senior Research Scientist at NIE, who led the studies on gratitude. Welcome to the show, Doctor. Doctor, how can parents help their children practice acts of gratitude, both big and small? I suppose it's not just about saying thank you.
Hi, Haryanto. You are right. Cultivating gratitude among children is more than just saying thanks. Parents can help their children practice gratitude by encouraging and modeling 2 key approaches that have been found effective in our series of research projects at NIE as well as in international studies. These approaches are gratitude reflection and gratitude expression. Gratitude reflection can be done by writing down 3 to 5 things, events, or people that we are grateful for and why we are grateful for them. Parents and their children can do this more creatively. They can write their gratitude reflection on post-it notes and then stick them on magnetic boards either daily or weekly. In one of our research projects, we asked the students in its class to paste their gratitude notes on a poster paper with the image of a tree that was displayed in key locations at school. I think doing this at home can make gratitude more visible and encourage collaboration among family members. In our research projects, we have also done gratitude reflection with a twist. We asked the students to imagine and write down how their life would be like if the things, events, or persons for which they are grateful is not present in their lives. Many students indicated that they appreciated their family members, teachers, and peers more in doing this activity. For the second approach that I mentioned, which is gratitude expression, we can ask our children to write gratitude letters or cards for those whom they have not properly thanked. The children also need to elaborate on why they are grateful to these people and think about the time and effort spent by these people to do something nice or useful for them. Gratitude expression becomes more powerful when the gratitude letters or cards are read orally to the recipients. Just like in gratitude reflection, the children may also express their gratitude more creatively, such as by writing poems or videotaping themselves reading their gratitude letters before sending the video and the letter to the recipients. In practicing gratitude, variety is important to avoid what I term as gratitude fatigue, which means getting acclimatized to gratitude to the point that it weakens or loses its effects. Aside from the suggested creative ways by which gratitude reflection and expression can be done, changing the focus of these activities per week is also advisable. For example, for 1 week, the children can think about people or events in school settings that they are grateful for. Then, on the following week, the focus could be people or events in home or community settings.
The pandemic has presented new challenges for both parents and kids over the past 2 years. Doctor, how important is gratitude in times like these?
Well, in the midst of stressful situations that threaten our life, well-being, and personal relationships, such as during the pandemic, we need greater doses of gratitude to serve as our psychological vaccine, so to speak. In fact, it is in these situations when we are likely to gain the most from practicing gratitude. Several studies show that gratitude is associated with better mental and physical health. For example, better sleep, lower stress levels, and lower blood pressure. Our own research at NIE also shows that gratitude helps to build resilience and ability to cope with challenges. However, I would like to share one caveat. Practicing gratitude does not mean denying the negativities present in our lives and in ignoring our negative emotions like fear and anxiety. Facing challenges with gratitude means seeing and appreciating the good and opportunities that come with these challenges. The pandemic offers some gratitude teaching moments. For example, we can ask the children to reflect on how our life and situation has improved since the early days of the pandemic and how the hard work of many people, the healthcare workers, vaccine developers, or government leaders have led to this.
Doctor, it may not be easy to be grateful if you're falling behind in school, missing friends as well. So what's your advice to teenagers who may be feeling less than positive or even demoralized?
Well, my advice to teenagers who are facing tough times is to look around them and see the people who have supported them in the past or those who care for them. Teenagers should not hesitate to ask for help nor feel like a burden. But then, after receiving support, they need to be reminded to express their appreciation of these people so that these people continue to be motivated or inspired to help them and others. Better yet, teenagers can also be encouraged to pay it forward. That is, support others or their peers who also need help, which is a different way of expressing gratitude. Teenagers facing challenges at school can also think about other aspects of their present lives, such as their friendships or sport engagements that went well. They can also recall the events in the past during which they have overcome difficulties and think of what helped them and those who supported them. Thinking about past successes and appreciating what goes well in their lives can serve as means to boost their self-confidence and resilience to tackle present challenges. I encourage parents to model and practice gratitude with their teenage children, as gratitude can trigger positive cascading effects. It can develop better relationships and sense of belonging, which in turn can lead to better well-being and resilience. These are very important to help our children navigate through difficult times.
Doctor, great advice there. Dr. Imelda Caleon, Senior Research Scientist at the National Institute of Education. We have more tips on how to help children cultivate gratitude, including using positive language or writing down something they are thankful for. You'll find the story online at str.sg/smart parenting.